Good morning, guys. Today we will cover chapter 6, serialization with Java objects as array. So if we have an array of a serializable class objects, the whole array can be serialized in one go by just calling writeObject method from ObjectOutputStream class. We can also use a for loop and one by one we can just iterate through our serializable class objects and serialize it one by one. But we don't need to do that. We can just directly call the writeObject method directly on the whole array of the serializable class objects, and it will do our thing. It will serialize it. Similarly, while deserialization, the whole array object can be read by calling readObject method from ObjectInputStream class. Again, the whole array of objects can be deserialized in one go. So let's start coding it in IntelliJ to understand this. So let's create the package first. So Alt insert, and I will go to package and write chapter 6 serialization with array objects. Copy this as because I need to create a similar package in the test. So Alt insert again, package, and chapter 6 serialization with array objects. So I've got these two packages open. Now let's create a similar type of Java Pojo object as we have used in chapter 4, and then we'll make some changes if needed. So call Control C, Control V, and I will change the name of this as with array objects. Okay. Okay, so this class, Poji class is created. Let me create a new version shared. So I will remove the previous one. And as you can see that there is this here is smarted here. A warning is given here. So Alt, enter, create constant field, and it will generate the CL version UID for me. Similarly, let me remove this method so I don't need it. I will implement a new toString method, equals and hash code. We don't need it in this example. So again, Alt insert, toString. Okay. So now our toString method is also overridden or implemented by IntelliJ. So let me check, do a final check. Yeah, everything looks good. Control Alt L to remove any unused imports. So now this is all good. So now let me create a test class to write some test cases. So Alt insert in my test package, Java class, and I will give it a name as test. Market data with array objects test. Now to save some time, I will copy the test cases from the previous chapters. So I will take the example of chapter 4. So here I will copy the setup method and test serialize and test deserialize unit test cases and make some necessary changes based on the chapter 6. So let me copy this first. So I am here in the chapter 4 test class, and I will Control C, and similarly to Control copy paste. And let me now change some of the basic things. So for example, for setup, I will change the name of the file, serialized file, to be the same as this test class name. And rest everything looks good for the setup method. Now let's go to test serialize method. So here I will change it with Java Pojos as array, right? Because we are going to create Java Pojos as array. Now let me also make some changes here because we need to have an array of market data with array objects, right? So let me first of all make a change here, and I will create two market data objects. So one is having this type of fields, and I will mark it as, for that I will just use shift F6 and I will mark it as 1. So this is refactoring of this variable. It will automatically refactor it for wherever is this referred. Enter. So created a market data 1 object, right? Now let me copy this and create a second market data object. I will mark it as 2 and I will change the names here. But before that, let me change the variable name here. So here again, I'm using some shortcut keys that would be helpful. So I will use Shift Alt Insert. So it has opened a column selection mode here, and again I will use the Shift and the down arrow key to just select like this. So right now I am actually based on the column here. Now I can use the operation on all the selected columns that I have chosen. So I will press a backspace here and use 2. Now we are done with this. So we have now created this market data 2 object. So guys, these type of shortcut keys are very, very useful and helpful when we have got very big projects, and manually changing all this will take a lot of time. So as you can see that I can just use these shortcut keys to simply change the variable name. So once we are done with this, I'll press escape and again go back to our normal mode by again pressing Shift Alt Insert. Okay. So this is what I did. So Shift Alt Insert to go back into column selection mode. Then I chose all the whole column to have a common operation of backspace and print type 2 again. Now I'll change it to meta and simply I change these names to like say 2000, 260. So everywhere I'm going putting it 2. Okay. So now we have got these two market data 1 and market data 2 objects. Now let me create a simple array of these Java pojos and then we will serialize it. So let me create an array variable here. I will call it as market data objects. Okay. It's equal to new. I'll create an array of this. And I will initialize it with the two market data objects that we have created. Market data 2. Okay. Let me make some space here like this. Control Alt Alt. Okay. So we created this market data objects for the two market data that we have created here. One for Apple and one for Meta. There's some random market data variables. Okay, so now we are done with this. Now let me first of all print it out. So before serialization, I will make a small change to just print both the. So I will use arrays.stream of this array, and that for each I will simply print it out. So system.out.println. Okay, let me make it better formatted here. And finally, instead of just writing one object, I will write the whole array in the writeObject method. So this is what we have done. We have created two market data objects, an array of it, and we are serializing the whole array instead of individual objects using the writeObject method.